Hey, everybody. I'm back from a little hiatus. And I'm so excited. Deviant Reads is finally here tonight. And if y'all are wondering, like, what's up with this Deviant Read thing? Like, why would anybody want to do that? Well, it's based off of Deviant Moon, which I don't have. I do have like the big book. Okay. I do have the big book from Patrick Valenza, which I do highly recommend this book. I was showing Tom. I
Yes.
mean, like, oh my God, it's a nice book. He goes
It is
into
a good book.
detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't have that
Yeah.
deck, so
So I've got my tarot deck of his, the Deviant Moon, and then I'm using the Felix Knot Oracle. And let's see, I did put a link to him and his store and also his Etsy store where you can purchase stuff. And then this is the Deviant Moon deck. And then I've got my Xammer Twins Oracle. And then, of course, my charms. And then I pulled these goofy, like, little quotes that I Pinterest myself just to, because I like to throw in my flavor. But anyways, enough about me. I'm so excited. So I have Ange, my bestie Ange here with Roots and Waves,
Hey, everybody.
and my poetry bestie Jeff.
Good
Hey,
evening, everyone. Hello.
Tarot Ask Backwards. And please subscribe to their channels and
Yes.
check out all the stuff that they do. Like Jeff, he's got books out on Amazon and everything. Like, please support them. And then last but definitely not least, our Mr. Sassy Tom, Early Ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little surprised by the thumbnail.
it was a great thumbnail.
It is a work of art. Like, it's probably one of my favorite thumbnails ever. It makes me happy. And yeah, and then I even like looking at Jeff, like we were calling him the conundrum. So, but
It was a very
yeah,
fitting picture for Jeff.
yes,
I loved it.
yes.
It
So
fit me perfectly. Yeah.
and
Yep.
that thumbnail was awesome. I loved it. And then some of it I had to like think about how cutting and pasting heads, like, would that look right on this one and stuff. So some of the decisions are based off of that alone. But yeah, I was so excited when I saw that Tom's head would work.
Oh,
But yeah, so he has Patrick Valenza has a very distinct style. So it's probably better that we're doing this late night.
yeah.
It's a lot of this is based off of like from dreams that he had during his childhood. And like he even like in the Deviant Moon, like he had taken pictures like of actual like gravestones and like worked it into the artwork.
Yeah.
So it's like all got all these like different layers and dimensions. I'm trying to find like a good example of that. I should have thought about that before I came on here. Huh? But I think it's like what, like kind of mostly like in the moon faces, like in the backgrounds of the cities and stuff. But anyways, y'all can just check it out. I won't bore you with that. And my favorite, which is brand spanking new, I didn't do my flip through or whatever, which is I'm so excited, is the Felix Knot, the Gallery of Hallucinations. I'm
Great deck.
wow.
It is great.
Yeah, but I will have, because I've never used this before. So I do to keep things, kind of rolling here tonight. We're gonna like pair off in 2 readers per question, but I do have like in the description of the video and everything, like right as soon as you hit on it, there's all the links right there. If you want to make a donation, you can jump right in front of the line, but also you can hand pick the 2 readers that you want to do if you make a donation of at least $5 minimum.
Mhm.
And you can pick to any of ours or whatever. We'll work it out and figure it out later. Like, you don't have to sit there and do it to each one of us or whatever. So, but anyways, though, that's something, it's not necessary, but you know, it's just a little extra Cersei for you know, a little prize for donating, because you know, we do have to use our time and our energy to be here and everything, and it's really helpful. I just put it right back into decks onto the channel. So
Yep.
yeah, it doesn't go very far other than that. But anyways, well, let's say hey to some people, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then also too, I didn't know like if y'all wanted to say anything about your channels too, because I totally just like steamrolled right past that.
Oh, well, first, I want to start off by thanking you, Karen, for hosting this because, you know, this is your brainchild, just so everybody knows. Like, Karen created the Deviant Reads, and she just
In a
knew
live
that.
chat.
Yeah. And originally it was Karen and Tom and Jeff, and I sort of like squeaked my way in because
That's what
it's
Ange
just that.
does.
That's right, exactly. Move over, I'm coming in.
Yes.
No, but I don't know that they realize I love Patrick Valenza's work. You see, Patrick Valenza is a very specific kind of vibe.
Mhm.
And not
Yeah.
everybody likes it, you know what I mean? So yeah, so when she realized that there was other people that that like Patrick Valenza, and for those that don't know, this is Patrick Valenza right here. That's him right there, handsome man, and he's very, very creative, and a
Yes.
majority of his work actually comes from his dreams, like Karen was saying, which I find fascinating. Once you like actually see some of this artwork, you're like, what, this is how you dream? Like, I want to be in that dream. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, the Deviant Moon, like, you know what I mean? Like, some of these images is like, what? So anyway,
Yeah.
having said all of that, is like, I've been fascinated with his work because of that. And he's created this whole, like, what does he call it? Fenton, or
Oh,
what?
Fenwood.
Way or
Fenwood. Oh gosh.
see, I keep mixing it up, and it's I keep saying
It's
like
an asylum.
Fenway, but
Fenwood
it's not
Asylum.
it.
I think it's just
Fenway or
Fenwood
something.
Asylum.
Fenwood Asylum. He's
Yeah.
made up this like fictitious like asylum, and this fictitious like, you know, like
Mildred Payne and all
Mildred
the characters.
Payne, you
Yeah.
know, like
The
like
stories are so funny. Like he posts,
yeah.
I went down in a rabbit hole going through like posts on his website.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so he's a very
Yeah.
creative person, very
Yes.
deep, very creative,
Yes.
you know, like this person, Mildred Payne, was part of the asylum, quote unquote, and they found this little pocket oracle sewed into her clothing, and you know what I mean, and that now
Yeah.
here's Mildred, and if anything goes wrong, you know what I mean, he blames it on Mildred. He's like, oh, Mildred's up to her stuff again, you know.
That's on
It's
my
just,
want list next.
yeah, it's so
I've
much
got to have
fun.
it. Yeah.
So thank you. So thank you for creating it. Thank you for inviting me. And this is great.
Absolutely.
It's been a long time coming. We've been wanting to do this since December, and I'm really glad that we can all be here tonight. And it's really good to be in the space with all of you. So thank you so much. And yeah, for anybody
Absolutely.
watching, I'm Roots and Waves. That's my channel here. I go live
Yep.
often, and I'd be happy to have you subscribe, and take it away, Jeff.
Well, I don't have much to say tonight because I only brought one deck. So everything that I get must be exclusively really important if it's coming from the only Patrick Valenza deck I have that I could choose from.
Yeah.
But I have the Lenormand coming on the way because I've been on this kick lately with that. There's the Mildred Payne Lenormand. And
That's
I'm
awesome.
wanting to say that one of the things that I think really resonates with this is that whole surrealistic idea, even though there's a certain type of sameness that runs through the cards, you really hone in on certain images at the right time. You will have a better reading of someone's energy if you're tapped in. So I think, especially with this deck, this is so specialized, as someone else said, that that's what's going to make the reading so special. So
Really taps into your intuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank
so,
you, Jeff, for being here.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
All right, Tom.
So yeah, no, I'm glad we finally made this happen. It's been forever trying to find a date that works for all of us. But it's cool. I'm glad it happened. I think I'm the only one here reading tonight that doesn't have Deviant Moon on. I just never bought that deck. I never liked it. I never liked the colors. But the first deck of his that I bought was the Triumphi Della Luna, which I really, really like, the illustrated version. I just like it's the same feel as Deviant Moon, but the colors are much more muted, which I like. So that's my main reader for tonight. And then I have Gallery of Hallucinations, which is like his newer Oracle. I have the Zammer twins. He's in the first edition, which I forgot how sharp those corners are.
Yeah, I have the rounded ones.
I haven't touched it in a while. And then I don't know if I'll read with it yet, but I recently picked up Abandoned Oracle.
Yes.
So I might sprinkle that in a little bit. I really have never used it, so I don't know how
Do you have the regular version or the X-ray edition?
No, this is the regular
edition.
A little Cersei you can put in with
the regular one.
Nice. There's an X-ray edition, which is so cool, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost bought because I think he sells it in the 2-pack.
Yeah.
So you can get the regular, and I ended up not. I think maybe I might have it actually.
So we've got to say hey to people too. Is there anything you got coming up though, Tom? Nope.
Nope. This is it. This is all I have.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Yes.
All right. So I noticed. Wow. So we had John here waiting. Hello.
Hi, John.
Hi. And then we were like, wow, Ramon is here. Like he was here before it started. That was so cool. And if y'all don't know who Ramon is from Moon Scarab, just subscribe to his channel. He's amazing. And yeah, you can thank us later.
Yep.
Hi, Kiki. Good to see you. And then we've got Janet. Hi. How are you tonight? Good to see you. Hi, Sally D's Reality.
Hey,
Hi, how are you?
Hey, girl.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm going to be like rolling through these fast. And then we've got Lexi.
Hey,
Hi.
Lexi.
How are you? And Bestie Dash. Hello.
Yes.
Hey, good to see you. Oh, Miss Moonlight. Hi. Good to see you.
Hey, Miss Moonlight.
Hi, Miss Moonlight.
Yes. Oh, hey, thanks for doing that, Miss Moonlight. Appreciate that. Oh, there's Rain. How are you? Yeah.
Hey.
Yes. Got
Long time no see.
love reads.
Yeah.
Yep. Subscribe to Rain. I'll be actually on her channel on the 22nd.
Yeah.
March, Saturday, like what, 7 p.m. Eastern or something like that. For love reads. I'm excited about that. Yeah. Hi, Alana. She's got a really good channel too. 3 Degrees of Love Divination. I love that, the 3 degrees. Moira, hello.
Hey,
How
Moira.
are you? I don't know. Her cat photo always makes me so happy. Hi, Mr. Savage. How are you? He's like, retro.
Uh-oh. Deviant time.
We're out of Scooby Snacks today. Yeah. Double horns. It's okay. John makes me laugh so much. I don't think I could do a live with him because I would be like giggling the whole entire time. Somehow I just gave myself a thumbs up. Usually I give myself a thumbs down. Don't ask. iTunes or Apple. Okay, so we said hi to Lexi. I'm trying to see if I missed anybody. Just chatting away, sharing channels. Thank y'all so much. Oh, hi. Okay, Tehaspe. Tehaspe, I hope I said that right. Thank you for being here. Oh, I guess it was 10:10. Cycles, yeah. Cycles completed. All right. Let's see. Okay, I think I got through. Oh, Tapestry. Unseen. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Thank you for being
Lila.
here.
Lila.
Wow, I'm so excited. We have like so many people here. All right, right off the bat. Okay, cool. So,
Pull it together.
I know, right? I'm
The
like,
last time we
okay.
let her host one of these, John.
Okay, so if y'all would like a reading, please just put your question in all caps.
Yep.
And I am thinking, which pair should go first tonight? Let's see. I'm thinking like I should let my guests go first, right? Thinking like Tom and Ann should do the first. Okay. So we have divine timing. All right, let me star these.
Yeah.
Divine timing. Hi,
Yes.
how are you? And then we got Bestie Dash. So, all right. So, Tom and Ange will be doing divine timings.
Okay.
What do I need to hear most today?
Okay.
Okay, and then Jeff and I will have a general reading for Bestie Dash after that, and then we've got Tehaspe.
Nice.
Yeah, and then if anybody makes any donations, if you'll just please just let us know though too, because sometimes the notifications I don't get, and it can be like any one of ours, so we don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, just to let you know.
We're keeping track of all of you, so we're keeping track. We know who's loyal to whom here the most. So. You know what I mean.
Bye, Rain. I was really happy to see you though. That I know, it was past your bedtime.
Oh, I know it's late for Rain. Thanks for being here.
Night,
Good night.
Rain.
Hi, Rain.
Thank you.
Great conversation tonight, Rain. Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna put it back on the question for y'all. Okay.
What messages do we need to hear most today? Okay, divine timing. Oh, my ear just started ringing really loud. Oh,
Which side?
the left.
Oh, that's intuitive.
Okay, well, what you need to hear is, let me tell you in a minute. Oh my goodness.
The one thing about using knowing you can only use certain decks is that you can only use these certain decks.
I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh no, because I was like, oh, what decks am I gonna use? And I'm like, I can only use these ones. Oh no.
Yeah.
And no charms? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can use charms. Are you kidding me?
Are you going to?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel better now.
Yeah, charms don't
Painting
count.
the Deviant Reads with charms.
Yeah.
Patrick Valenza would approve, and so would Mildred.
Absolutely. I think they would be upset if we didn't.
He needs to come out with some deviant charms.
Oh yeah.
Patrick,
That'd be
if
awesome.
you're watching. Okay. Deviant timing.
And they had what the little demon fart charm or whatever. Those little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. It lights on fire.
We need a harlot charm.
Yeah, I highly recommend y'all watching my walkthrough of the Zammer Twins Oracle. And I pulled cards for everybody that was there after I did the walkthrough. And yeah, sweet Fatima. She asked for a card, and yeah, I was like, okay. It's be nice. I know you're a little sassy. Be nice to Fatima, okay? She's a good person. And then this card comes out, and it's like Harlot, but it's in
The harlot.
reverse.
Yep.
Not a harlot. I was like, oh yeah, I love. It's got a little attitude.
Oh, Miss Moonlight said we could probably find a corresponding charm for each Mildred Payne card. Oh,
Oh yeah.
yes.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of looking into trying to make some of my own charms, like just for my own purposes, you know. I got my shrinky ding paper first. So I figure I'll take the easiest route first. Y'all just let me know whenever y'all are ready. I'm just pre-shuffling this other deck, you know. And then I'll silence myself when y'all go on.
Okay, let's see.
I'm thinking. Thinking I need to change the layout. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna play around with this for a second.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so yeah, so then I'll just drag y'all over to the big screen whenever it's yours. Not like I just want to be in the big screen. I don't.
Of course, I get the Gemini charm that pops out right away, Karen.
Yo, yeah.
Why?
We're lively as Geminis.
That's right.
Okay. I think I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me. There you go.
Okay. So I pulled the main part of the spread. I pulled from the Trion Fidel Luna, but I did pull 2 quick cards from some of the oracles. So you're looking for a message that you need to hear most today. So, and I think it'll make a little bit more sense when I get through the cards a little bit. But so the first card I pulled was the 8 of Wands. This is it's about movement, it's about action. It's but in this instance, especially with the second card that I pulled up, I feel like there's something, and I think you're fully aware of what it is, but I think there's something that is coming your way, or that you're aware of that's happening, that you need to deal with. But I think you're kind of ready to like stand tall against it. I mean, these cards are really interacting well with each other. Sorry. You got the 8 of Wands with the movement. Those little devils come flying at you. But you got the Chariot. To me is a card that's always about willpower, and it's about control and kind of just having the strength, of where you're going, where you're moving to, even when you have like opposing forces. And this card is interesting in this deck because it is facing to the left, to the past a little bit, but you're looking at what's coming at you. You're aware of it. It's there. You're getting prepared for it. But you don't really need to worry because it's something that you control. You have the power in your hands. And then the next card that I pulled was the 6 of Swords, which again, I think it's something that you're going to deal with, and you're just going to move on past it. You're going to deal with it. You're ready to move on, and get through it, over it, whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is necessarily, What was interesting is that when the Oracle card that I pulled from the Zammer twins deck, which I always like. I got the Hag, which was interesting. So like the Hag really shows when you look at like the meaning of this card in the guidebook for it, he really talks about it like it's about being empowered with knowledge and wisdom. So that's what I'm saying. Like you know what's coming, you know what it is. You also have the knowledge and everything in you to deal with it. So just take it on and do what you need to do and move past. It's not something that you need to worry about. Just keep flowing with it, and I think you'll be perfectly fine. The other card that I pulled was from the Gallery of Hallucinations. It was the Watchtower card. I have to look this one up because for me, the way I was reading this, just intuitively, I was kind of just reading like that. It's about awareness again. Like it's something that is being watched over, and part of whatever that issue is. I'm just pulling open the book right now. Okay, see now this is saying it's more about being judged for you. The feeling of being insignificant or powerless under the large force. But again, the other cards I'm telling me that you should not feel powerless, that you have everything that you need in you already. So I think you're good. That's the message that you needed to hear, according to me.
Oh, so good.
Very good. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. And she.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
ready.
All right.
Okay, so divine timing. Hey, so I start off this reading with a really high pitch, like probably the highest pitch ringing I've ever had in my life in my left ear, and it was really, really loud. As soon as I try to tap into your energy, and I think I read in the chat that you said that the left ear rings all the time for you. So that is obviously part of this, okay? But it ties right into the very first card that I had my hand on when I was hearing the ringing, and that is the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess, you have very strong intuition, but the question for you is, are you listening? Right? There's something very important beneath the surface that's calling your attention. Okay, it's asking you to pay attention. That inner knowing. Intuition, of course. The charm that fell on the High Priestess is the radio, and that is again frequency, messages coming through. Okay, these messages could come through, of course, like by the radio frequency. It could come through in dreams, any way, really. So just really pay attention to that. It's really highlighting that for you. And then we have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords, heartbreak, grief, disappointment. It's asking you to heal something rather than avoiding it. That's what this reading is about. Okay. And it could be partly in tuned with, like I said, the High Priestess or something that's trying to get your attention. And it might be connected to this. Right. And then we have the Two of Swords as well. So we have swords. So swords is all about intellect, things like that, everything in the mind. Two of Swords is, again, like, are you avoiding something like a choice, like a difficult choice? Are you avoiding that? This is really clarity, but the only time that you can get clarity is through the truth, right? So you have to be able to really sit with that, like the three of Swords energy. On there, we have the Gemini charm. So I'm not sure if you're Gemini or somebody that you're dealing with is Gemini. I'm not sure. We have an oracle card and it's Convergence. Okay, it's a really cool card. I love this. There's something that's aligning, and it's really cool because we have the clock that fell on there, so it's time. There's something that's all aligning with the time for you right now, right? Some kind of like a meeting point or something, like a fate, I feel, or choices are approaching you, doors are opening, there's an aligning of something that is coming for you, right? The other card I pulled for you is revenge. All right. So this situation that we're talking about, the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords, right, is some kind of maybe conflict. It could be internal, it could be with somebody else, of course. But the revenge card really speaks to like a bitterness, right? Like a desire to sort of get back at somebody, to lash out at somebody, right? But again, like you'd be reacting from that place of suffering, right? And it's really calling you to sort of release that, because hanging on to that is only like burning yourself, right? The last card I pulled for you is melancholy. And I look at the swords through the chest and look at the swords through this chest. Okay. Yeah. So in terms of melancholy, that is about that deep sadness, and it's about that grief and that lingering hurt as well from past wounds, unresolved emotions, things like that, right? Give yourself the time and the space to grieve, but don't live there, right? Sort of move past that. And then the last charm that I have for you says, don't judge what you don't understand. Oh, geez, try that again. Don't judge what you don't understand. Okay. And that could be for you, or it could be for somebody like that the situation is dealing with, right? That message is coming through strongly. Yeah, and that's what I have for you. I just feel like you're maybe at this crossroads dealing with this situation, like mentally, again, that high priestess card that was coming through strongly, like I was telling you about that ringing in the ears, that is a big part of this. So just be careful. Like if you have any lingering resentment of what was going on with that 2 and 3 of swords, that revenge, everything's aligning for you to sort of like walk through the door to like let that go. And is there anything that you're avoiding? What emotions need to be released? And yeah, that's what I have for you.
Okay. Thank you, Ange. That's great. Thank you. Divine timing. I hope that resonated with you. It's looking that I have difficulty knowing whether it's intuition or anxiety or energies. That trying to learn how to work through the anxieties. I tell you, that's an ongoing process, I think.
Yeah.
We had Rossi come in. Hi, Rossi. How are
Hey,
you?
Rossi.
I can't really find the one where you're telling us hi, but she's saying hey to John. Hi, Rossi. And I noticed that Rossi had a question, so I'm going to start hers. And yeah, whoops, sorry. Start. Okay. All right. So next we have, and thank you for being here, Rossi. Oh, Divine Timing said thank you.
Yes, of course.
And it did resonate right here. So thank you so much. Sorry, I know I'm like blocking the screen. I need to do it this arm, don't I?
You're good.
Okay. All right. Now, Dusty Dash. Okay.
That's Jess. Hey, Jess.
Hey, Jess. So, I guess since I'm on the big screen, I'll just go ahead and go. I went ahead and pulled cards during the others reads here. So, just for like a general, I was wanting to look at the energy here, and we are about to hit Aries season here soon. We're still, I think, in Pisces right now. Yes. But yeah, we've got the Emperor. He's kind of like doing my way, so things like maybe getting this feeling that maybe somebody is being a little bit domineering right now, or a little overly structured, a little like bossy, and it's a little rigid, because for the obstacle here, for your general message here, is I got the King of Wands in the reverse. So literally, I mean, that's okay. Literally, the energy in the King of Wands in the reverse. That's all that fire. I mean, normally I say the King of Wands is a Leo, but in this case or whatever, I mean, he's in the reverse. I mean, he might be an Aries. Somebody's got some Aries energy, that fire. And that King of Wands in reverse, I mean, it can go, that energy can go a few different ways. I mean, it can be really an outburst. But also though too, it could be somebody who's not taking their power, who's kind of like dipping back on doing things. But also it could be somebody who's being like just like a little like stubborn and just like set in their ways too. And so that's kind of what I'm getting here. But the advice apparently is the Six of Cups. I mean, we're getting definitely like family, or, emotional. Yeah. I mean, this is definitely, friends, family, partner, something, But the advice here with the Six of Cups, I would say though too, like the Six of Cups is, all about the nostalgia. I love the Six of Cups card. It makes me think of the Punch and Judy puppet shows and stuff. Yeah. And this Six of Cups, it's kind of different, really. But because it kind of makes me feel like there's a Six of Wands too. So maybe like I'm literally just kind of like looking at this card though too. It's like not only like maybe just like touching base back with some family and people like who can make you feel more comfortable, and just maybe take some of the edge off of this King of Wands situation. But maybe to even go out and like go see a show or something, like to enjoy something like this, so somebody else is put on display. Not this King of Wands energy. I did get let's see, what was on the bottom of the deck? Yeah, in the bottom of the deck energy I had here was the Hermit in the reverse. That's kind of like a lonely kind of energy. So I really feel like definitely getting back with your friends or family, and stuff like that. I think that would really be good for you. You might be feeling like we're caged in like a prison here, because I got my this is from a Lego set, like a jail door, and that came out over the Emperor. And then my Lego like World War brick, war Mars energy. Mars like was retrograde, but now it's direct. But then Venus went retrograde on, what was it? Was it March 1st or was it like, I don't know. It was very recently that went retrograde. And then Mercury's about to go to retrograde. So yeah, Venus is like our love and feelings and all that. So if any of y'all feel like off or whatever, like just take a breather and think about what you're going to do. And it's probably not a good time to spend a lot of money, because Venus is like our possessions and stuff, and you might overspend. I got a bat. It's a charm. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, you might really feel like getting something every now and then. And then I had these letters come out, P and I, but I'm thinking like pi. And what is it, March 14th? Is that the day of the full moon? Is it on Pi Day? And then look at this too. And the Emperor's number
isn't that
4.
Flag Day too?
I don't know, go figure, wouldn't it be? And then look at this, a 3 and a 1, they add up to 4.
4.
Yeah, this is a really like, yeah, all of those fun four factors, stability and doing, playing it safe, keeping it stable. I had this like little, I had to call this like a little bridge, kind of like little archway piece. So, I feel like just needing to just get out and, yeah, to feel something warm, that 6 of Cups, that'll warm up your heart again, I feel. And I did pull you an oracle from the Felix Knot onslaught. So yeah, I mean, with that, like, yeah, maybe you're like feeling a little out of control, and that's like King of Wands in reverse too. I did pull the book because this is the first time I'm using this, and it's like he says, at times I feel completely overwhelmed by forces that seem to come from every direction, both inside and outside of me. When negative emotions, fears, and anxieties swarm in, they often feel like little demons attacking all at once, leaving me defenseless in the middle of the chaos. This is why I deliberately chose to place the terrorized woman at the center of my latest painting, arms outstretched in a moment of desperation and surrender, caught between fighting back and giving in. The cityscape outside her open window adds to her sense of detachment, symbolizing how in moments of personal turmoil, the outside world can seem distant and unreal. So I feel like to get back into that world, is to feel, something that feels safe. That's I believe that's what Sun in Scorpio is where that sits. So yeah, the loyal, ties to like family and everything is important. And last but not least, this is a random one. Okay, so all right, funny advice. Okay, just because waffles are pancakes with abs doesn't mean eating them gives you abs. Keep that in mind. So I don't know why that sassy one wanted to come out. I feel like that kind of wanted to come out for me. But I do feel like maybe it's like also like make sure like you don't like emotionally eat, because sometimes I do that and I'm just thinking like with that cups energy and the nostalgia or whatever. But also I'm kind of getting the feeling that spring coming here and summer and everything. But a lot of that too is also like to not just tell ourselves like, oh, this is okay, like, kind of giving ourselves like a buyout or a cheat out of something. And that kind of I feel like gets that like I feel like maybe regroup and then come back so you can go back in and take control of the situation and not be afraid to share your voice and definitely get out of get out of that. But anyways, I will turn this over to Jeff now. Thank you for letting me read for you, Best
One quick
Bash.
thing: the full moon on the 14th is going to be a lunar eclipse as well.
Yes,
Oh yeah, the blood moon.
The blood
Yeah, the
moon.
worm blood moon.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, things come out during. I can't remember. I got to look up for the lunar eclipse one. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
I have too
Yeah,
much
there's a
information
specific
floating in my
energy
head.
to that moon for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
So I kind of picked up on a couple different things here, Bestie. I don't know where your energy begins and someone else's ends, and yours ends and theirs begins, because I kind of almost feel like from these cards, this is a grounding card. It's about sovereignty. It could be you, but you're seeing things in very stark terms, which is good. It's about your freedom and the ability that you have to do something, or know something or pass on something. But the challenge is either someone around you is like, because I got the 10 of Wands reversed, is making it difficult either for you to do something where you want to relay something to them about what they're doing to hurt themselves, or something that you've learned about yourself in the past that you've walked away from. Saturn and Pisces, the 5 of Cups. And then the law, I don't know if you're afraid someone's going to cross a line with your money or your energy or the time that you've spent, meaning like you don't feel as if maybe you're being heard based on the lessons you've learned, or they're not listening to you. Because I feel like with this card, it can be about the law, but it also can be about strategy, knowing something. And this came in your past. And I also think too, because you did get in the subconscious position, the 6 of Wands, that perhaps these things are very visible to you, but you're really worried about this other person falling into the trap that you might have fallen into yourself, or that you've learned from. And then at the end, I got the 5 of Swords. I mean, the 5 of Wands. So I kind of feel like there are dueling motivations here to get to the same goal, but I'm not really sure where one begins and one ends. And it kind of comes out that way in the end, because with that 5 of Wands, I kind of feel like there's a competition toward the same end, but you don't know where one person's, wand begins and the other one ends. So I don't know if it's about trying to talk someone out of something or trying to achieve something in different ways to go about it. But I did hear in the beginning of this that you need to put yourself first. So that's what I got for you.
Hey, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
That's crazy. I feel like definitely like picked up on somebody. Some energy, same energy there, kind of feel. Okay, so next, I hope that resonated for you, Bestie Dash, and thank you for being here. I did notice, I wanted to say hi to a few more people that came in. I noticed, oh gosh, y'all are talking like crazy. This is awesome. Okay, but I think I see like everybody. So hold on. I know I saw Miss D come in. Where is she? Miss Tara D, I know I saw you somewhere. I'm trying to put you up here. There you are. Hi. Thank you for being here, Miss Tara D. Y'all please subscribe to Miss Tara D. You won't regret it if you don't know who she is. Just do it. All right. Oh. Algebra. I'm like hiding.
Yeah.
March
Right?
14th, 3.14 something.
Whew, it's a long way down when you drop cards. Oh my
Hi, Lydia
god.
Gaming. How are you?
When you pulled the card for Jess,
Wait.
Bestie Dash, and you pulled I forget what card it was, but it had bats like flying around, and you pulled the bat charm too. And so, yeah, that can speak to like,
Oh
Convergence.
gosh.
Not
Yes.
convergence. Onslaught.
Oh, bat as in,
Thank
oh, I thought you meant bat as in like flying bat. Oh my gosh. Because I heard it, but I didn't see it. And then when you pulled the other card, I said, hey, there's another bat. But that's interesting because I was
That's
thinking
even
like
more interesting.
bats are like
that the bat
anxiety,
and then there were bats. Yeah.
Yeah, because it could be like the mind ruminating, but bat
Yeah.
as well could be like stepping up to bat to deal with
Yeah.
that. Ha!
Because like even like looking back at these, actually when I'm looking at it, it looks like this.
Yeah.
And you see it's like this emperor energy. It's just like looking back down, like
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of getting
Wow.
some vibes there. Sorry, I'm trying to see y'all's. Okay, y'all. Yeah, I didn't see. Okay, let me look. Oh yeah. Okay, I started, but I didn't read it yet. Okay, I gotcha. All right, so next I had Tehaspe, and let's see, that would be you and Tom. I'm sorry.
My bathroom light just turned on by itself. Wow.
What?
Stop.
Weird.
There's nobody else home right now. I'm the only one here in that bathroom. Like it just came on. Okay. Hi.
Nice.
Mildred Payne in the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, right. So, I know that and Tom, like, can we like rephrase this question, like maybe you know, the energy around the energy around your relationship with this person, you know, or however you would feel comfortable and answering it.
Oh, okay. Is this person still with us in chat?
Yeah, that's another good question. Thank you.
Yeah, they're there.
Okay,
there?
yeah, they're
Okay.
still here. Okay.
Okay,
And
cool.
oh, hey Judith too. I saw you in the
Hey,
chat. I just wanted to say hey Judith.
Just okay, so
Okay, yeah.
Tejasvi, I hope I'm saying that right. I personally don't read third-party readings, meaning I
Yeah.
won't read the energy on Siddharth. However, if you would like me to read your energy, right, your current energy around relationships or around love, or you know, I'm not sure if this is what you're trying to pursue with this person, but I can read your energy and let you know what's coming up. But I can't read someone else's energy. So I can do that for you. Let us know if that's what you'd like. Otherwise, you can ask a different question if that's not something that you want a reading on.
Okay.
But just let us know so that we
general reading. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I saw Julie when I pulled out we were talking about the bat charm, and he's like, a bat, and I play baseball. Like, it's kind of funny how things like that happen, right?
That's so funny because I was listening to the reading and I wasn't looking at the screen, and you're like, oh, I pulled out this bat charm. In my head, I'm seeing like a flying bat. And then I was like, oh, it connects with the flying bats over here. And you pull it out and you're looking at me like, baseball bat? I'm like, oh, okay.
What's even funnier, though, is like, I'm sure that lady would want that bat to hit those bats.
Right? To hit the bat, to beat that anxiety of the bats. Get it out.
Right. Hey, Anna, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey.
All right. So I've got you starred, Jue, for a general. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. They're okay with rephrasing it. However it makes you.
Okay, so we'll read that energy.
Okay, cool. All right. Let me hide this comment. Okay. And you'll just let me know.
Hey, Anna.
Sweet Judith. Oh. Hi, Chanley. How are you? Thank you for being here. Okay. Okay, so I can't do that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to like catch through all the comments now.
Rossi, I don't know if I can make you a mod in here.
Yeah, I can't either, but it's not on mine, so I can't.
But I do want to trash some of the trolls that are coming in.
Oh no.
Okay,
they're on your channel.
Okay, I'm starring Chanley. Okay,
Am I a mod on your channel?
Oh, they're on my channel, the trolls.
Oh, here, I'll help you. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think I have yours up.
There. That one's gone. That one's been popping up a lot.
I have to go on. I thought I was on YouTube. I've always got it reversed. You're right. Hold on, Rossi.
It's okay.
How is Rossi not a mod already, Jeff? Jeez.
I'm surprised. I don't know.
Okay, so we're reading for to have faith. But
Yeah.
y'all are rewording this question, but I'm just putting it up so we know who's on who here. All right.
Okay, that, and we'll do these.
Sip.
Right.
And thank y'all for everybody for being here tonight. Glad we have so many. Like I know it's a later show, but it's kind of cool to think we don't have a whole lot of people on at the same time right now, so that's good. Okay. I think the guidebook for the Gallery of Hallucinations is better than the guidebook for the Gamer Twins also.
Yeah, no, I really like the way he did the. There was definitely more time and care spent for the Hallucinations guidebook.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the first edition of the Zammer Twins didn't even come with a guidebook, so he didn't do that until the second edition on.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
It was like a PDF, but he took it down. He did send it though. If you ordered the first edition,
okay.
you could email him and he would send you the guidebook, which he did. I have it somewhere.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Like you can just like they ship out everything really quickly. Always put like little goodies in there. Y'all, 28. This number's okay. So look, like we've got 28 here. Like this number's haunting me. 28. It's a
interesting
change cycle or something. I really like the flow though of having 2 and 2.
Yeah.
And then you can already like be reading like the oh god. This is actually a really I might have had a good idea.
You might have. Maybe.
And
okay, so I think I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Movie on over here. All right.
Okay. Tejaspe, I'm not sure how to say your name, sorry. It's interesting. I get very interesting reading that kind of really tracks interestingly well across the 2 decks that I read from. So the first card that I pulled, I was reading kind of like around your energy around relationships, not getting specific because I don't want to, as Ange said earlier, I don't want to pull somebody else's. I don't want to read for somebody that's not asking for it. So I pulled around your energy, and the card that I got for you was the Empress. There we go. So the Empress is, it's a card that, it's about femininity. It's about beauty. It's about being a woman and rebirth and birth. It's just nurturing. It's got everything you would think about the feminine nature in it. Now, that tells me that you're you're ready for this relationship. You want something to happen, but at the same time, the next card that I pulled was the Eight of Cups. I think, it's whatever is going on is something that you're emotionally, you're just kind of done with it. You're kind of sick of the bullshit, really, and you're ready to move on, or you should be ready to move on. Maybe that's should be the what I'm saying. As you can see, even in the Empress card, I mean, in this deck especially, I mean, there's a sense of like just over it. You can you can see that in the face. It's just I'm done, so you know. Um, but like you're ready to walk away from this with the Eight of Cups, and I was kind of curious about that. So I wanted to see kind of like what was giving that feeling. So I did a kind of like I pulled the next card, kind of thinking about what is the blocker here. What is causing this feeling that you're having? And I got the Hierophant, which is always a card that is about institution. It's about like just the dogma. Like I don't know what's going on in the relationship. I don't know if there's something external that is kind of stopping it, or like there's like a tradition or something that's ready to like just stop everything in its tracks for you, and it's getting to be too much. So then I wanted to pull a clarifier again for this. So I pulled from the Zammer twins, and to me it has a very Empress energy. I pulled the Ruby Queen. But again, this speaks to both. To me, this kind of speaks to the same energy that was coming through with these two cards together, with the Empress and the Eight of Cups. This is a card it's about self-discovery. In the guidebook for the Zammer twins, that's what they talk about. That this is a card about going on your own journey. You're ready to pursue a new direction. It's interesting because to me that really kind of talks about you're kind of ready to leave this bullshit, and whatever is hanging over it, you're ready to go find yourself and seek something new. And I think it'll come to you that way. So that's what I have. Hope that tracks.
Tom, that was really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was so
Yeah.
good. Yeah. That was
Not
really
only
good.
was it really good, but I have the Hierophant as well. That was the first thing that came up, right?
Wow. That was so cool.
Yes. So we're gonna start off with the Hierophant then. Okay. So again, remember we're tapping into like what are your current energy? What are your feelings like in love in general? So okay. So what does this mean? All right. Well, we start with the Hierophant. Now, this is okay, this is like stability, strong values and things like that. It could be, that typical like sense of tradition when it comes to love, right? And that's most likely what you're seeking. I mean, that's most likely what we're all seeking when we're seeking love. Is we want stability. We don't want some kind of a flake, you know what I mean? But also this could mean that aligning with someone's beliefs and expectations. And I feel like right now you want that to happen, but it's not exactly happening the way you want it to. But then we have the star card. So then it's like, okay, this is confusing. Now what the hell does the star card mean? Well, this is about, there is hope in terms of your current love situation. There's that admiration, there's that sort of like, fluttering feeling that you get, at the beginning of relationships. But remember, the star comes after the tower, and the tower is about like a huge shakeup and shift in one's life. So, even though like this, there may be potential for love currently in your life, it feels like it's stuck right now. Even though it's a star card, it's a really heavy star card in terms of like there's still a lot of emotion to process. Remember, star cards about healing as well, right? A lot of emotional healing. So the next card we have is a Six of Swords. This is all about emotional transition. Okay, so it's like it's like processing through internal struggles. There's also a hesitancy when it comes to the Six of Swords. So it's kind of like, it's really, when I try to tap into the actual energy of your love life, it's foggy and confusing. To be honest with you, it's not really straightforward. It feels like it wants to move forward, but it's just like something keeps butting up against it. So we'll take it further. We have a mermaid card that came up as well. And mermaids are all about like mystery and attraction and temptation. If you've seen the Little Mermaid movie, right? It's all about that attraction and temptation. But it's like you're unsure about how to navigate through these emotions. You can see clearly this mermaid is like falling deeper and deeper into the water. And remember, water's all about emotions. And there's a lot of water in this reading, with the star card being watery. And then we also have that Six of Swords, which is always presents as the boat in the water, trying to navigate through all of these emotions. Okay. There's two more cards that I have for you. I have the Count, and I have the little guidebook for this one. But the Count is really interesting because it came up under the Hierophant. And it really, if it was the Hierophant or the Emperor, it kind of reminds me of that energy anyways, in terms of the Count. So it kind of like piggybacks off of that. But the guidebook for this one, for the Count, says, an enduring spirit, someone not easily dismissed or hard to get rid of, long-lasting, holding on to old ways, and becoming outdated or irrelevant. So, okay. Cool. If we dive deeper into that, then it's like, well, there might be some power dynamics here in your current love life. Some intense feelings, possibly people holding back, because what I'm getting a lot is like a lot of like emotional turmoil. Like, is there something that you're holding on to so much, or that you're wanting too much, that you're actually like blocking this love life from moving forward? Something of that nature. And then the last card I have for you is the Plea. It's like you want something so bad, you know what I mean, to happen, but like, are you really pushing it away, or are you attracting it towards yourself, right? This is something that can be spiraling out of control in terms of indifference and passivity. Are you really like attracting somebody towards you? Are you pushing them away? Or it could be vice versa, right? Like, what vibe are you putting out there? Some of the charms that fell on there, a toilet. So again, with the toilet, it can mean like a shitty situation, or something that's swirling and out of control, and like you don't really understand like where it's going. And it can, toilets can also be about release, right, as well. And we have the Angel Wing as well. This is actually the first time the Angel Wing came out for me, Karen. This is Bobby of Bobby Firo Tarot. He made this. He makes resins. And so, this is it came out with the wave. So things are definitely a bit wavy in the love life with the wing. It's kind of like on a wing and a prayer. That's kind of how you're feeling right now. So I would say the current energies in your love life are really up in the air and very much submerged in emotion, probably too much emotion. And that could be pushing people away. Or you could also be attracting people who are pretty much too emotionally damaged, and therefore it's not able to sort of move forward in the way that you want it to at the moment. So that's what I got for you.
Wow, that was good. The toilet charm came out.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
oh.
that's crazy. So I noticed that John put in some donations,
Oh.
or they were talking about it or something. John and Anna.
Oh, I missed all the chat. I missed it. Okay, I'll figure it out. What's going on, guys?
Yeah. Nice toilet. Okay. Oh, Joji, hey, how are you? Good to see
Oh.
you.
So
Thanks
John
for being
paid
here.
for a reading for Anna. Oh, that was
Yep.
nice.
That was really nice. Well,
Oh.
I have one favor to ask because I already pulled cards for Rossi.
Yeah.
And I only have one tarot deck that I'm using, so it's not like I could, put this one aside.
Oh no, read for Rossi. It's cool. We can read for Anna next. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I hope that's okay. Yeah. All right. So I've got Rossi. All right. Rossi just wanted messages for March, and Rossi, it feels like the energy, it feels like you've been coming out of some pain here. The Three of Swords, it's in the reverse here. I'll let you see it upright. But they're falling out, so it's lessening here in this state, but it's still tender, a little bit tender. I feel like you've, from my cards at least, that you've been healing from something that hurt you, and the obstacle right now is it's time to get out of that right now. Like, the obstacle is because when the Four of Cups is reversed, to me, the obstacle is seeing, getting back out there, seeing what's available, and being, open, more optimistic, not shutting yourself off from that. And yeah, like I got the Three of Swords in reverse, and then on my advice card, I got the Four of Swords in the reverse. And I'm certainly not saying that this is to rest. I feel like this is to continue to heal, but I feel like it's time to get out there a little bit, and to open yourself up more. On the bottom of the deck, I got the Star in the reverse, and that's just not really feeling like very hopeful, whatever. Under that, like, I had the Ten of Wands in reverse. Feel like you're just having a lot of burdens that you feel like you had to give up some things here. What was really interesting to me is that the Star was on the bottom in the reverse energy, and I decided to use my Zammer Twins Oracle this time around, and I had the Seraph come out, and this really, like, once I was reading about that, so it's got this flaming angel with 6 wings, hovers over the town, keeping watch over the citizens below. Brighter and more glorious than any constellation in the sky, she serves as a divine sign of hope and inspiration. Well, I think they're trying to say, like, that you do have angels, you do have divine protection, and to tap into that. There are things to be hopeful for, and to open up to that, and to not close yourself off. Some of the charms that I had come out, I had, let's see, most of these kind of just plopped on the center card. I had a little cigarette come out, so I don't know if there's something that, kind of gives you this feeling like, when you're feeling in those kind of sad spots or whatever, it's kind of easy to, like, pick up old habits, or it doesn't have to be, smoking, or maybe somebody smokes, if there's some significance to you, that the cigarette charm came out. And then I had this, like, little, it looks kind of like a little power fist, like a that came out. And then Capricorn came out. Capricorns are really, really practical, very practical. I had my mystical four-eyed cat charm, and I feel like that's another sign from spirit. It's just like, you know, we're watching out for you. And then I had these like little numbers come out. I had the number 5 come out, and you know, fives are about like those kind of like those chaoses, those changes of times. And honestly, I don't know whether this is supposed to be a 6 or a 9, so take it as it resonates for you. And then I had the letter G come out. And I had, and something about this like kind of got me is like RE, like re, and we have like a Venus retrograde going on right now, and then the Mercury retrograde starts on the 15th, and that's always a good time to go back and reevaluate things that deal with, you know, with Venus would be like, you know, your love, how you communicate your love, what you value in love, and not just love, but just what you value in life, even like your friendships and your, you know, relationships. And you know, I think I said earlier too to watch out spending too, because we like to buy beautiful things. Venus, and then you know, Mercury is the communication and everything. So it might be a good time to pause and reflect on that. And this is probably like one of my funniest, one of my favorite ones. It's like, always be polite to Siri, just in case AI takes over the world. And sometimes we don't really feel like doing these things. We don't really feel like being nice to somebody, or you know, or putting on. And I'm getting this energy, you know, with that needing the to open up and get out or whatever is like, kind of like even if you've got to fake it till you make it just a little bit, just to get into the, you know, to the spirit there. Yeah, because it's like I might not feel like being nice to my Siri, but you know, you just never know. Just AI out there. But yeah, I think spring is a really great time of year to help you open up and help you feel like energized and take advantage of, you know, this new season, and things warming up and everything. I hope that resonated for you, Rossi, and thank you for being here.
So, what I want to say first is that I don't know if your dreams inform your reality in the way that most people's do, in the sense that I don't know if you're a psychic dreamer. I don't know if you kind of rely on the wisdom of your dreams, but I was getting some energy here that you need to cut your losses, kind of like Care Bear said, and walk away from a situation. But I don't know if it's something that already happened or something that is going to happen again. I'm going to tell you why. I got the Two of Swords to make a decision or be at a crossroads. Then I got the Seven of Pentacles as your challenge reversed. I feel like you're being forced to reassess a plan, but you're being forced, your hand is being forced, right? In the sense that every resource, and I'm hearing an exercise in futility, because you can't go back and start something again. You don't want to, but yet you have to cut your losses to some degree. So I kind of feel like you were sitting in the Empress reversed, which is basically barren, not fertile, something that you're sitting in right now is not productive to you. Wheel of Fortune reversed. is it fate or is it free will? But I kind of feel like what's coming next, because you got the moon card. I kind of feel like, because that's in the subconscious, obviously, it's like a double subconscious type of thing, where I feel like something's already happened once and you're afraid it's about to happen again. And I feel based on that, because the moon could be something that already did happen, secrets that came out. I just kind of think also based on this, because you're up at night a lot, obsessing about something, either you're waking up from nightmares. I think you should try to, I think in March, there is something you need to clean out. And you need to do it at night. I don't know if it involves a ritual of going out and breaking glass in a church or something, but I got the Queen of Swords reversed for you, which means to me that there's also some sort of injustice being perpetrated on you. And yet that energy also reflects into what I'm getting in your central energy, which was the Two of Swords. So I kind of feel like, as I said in the beginning, no path is the right path, but the one that's telling you that is not the sensible Rossi. There's someone playing a trick on you in your head. Ace of Swords, upright, this would be peace or armistice or the truth. It's anything but. So there's something going on in your dreams or in your subconscious here that's not cleaned out. The hope is the Page of Pentacles or the fear. The Care Bear did say you need to start something new, or there should be something coming in that's new. And in the end, you did get a good card. you got the stability, Venus in Aries, which is where, you know, the what do you call it? Four of foundational, you know, the Four of Wands. So I don't know if you are a psychic dreamer. I don't know if your dreams and your nightmares play a lot into how, like, you just on a practical everyday level relate, or they do guide you. But you need to listen to them as a warning. That's what I'm getting.
Thank you, Jeff. Wow, that was good. Yeah, our messages really did sync up there in a lot of ways. Yeah, always like that when that happens. Okay, so we did get a donation in. Oh, and Rossi did mention that she is stagnant right now and thinking of what changes to make. I forgot to mention that. So John Savage. No, Heather's not here, John.
Heather, can you hear me?
So John donated and got a reading for Anna. Oh, hey, Mama Sushi, how are you? Good to see you. So that means that she gets to be bumped up in the line here, and she gets to also pick out her two readers that she wants. So
yeah. John
let
requested.
Us, yeah.
John requested.
So let us know,
you.
Anna, your question and who you want to read for you. Do, do, do. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I think John. So John picked the readers. He picked me and you, and then Anna asked the question.
I just saw Heather. Okay, all right. Okay.
And he meant Karen, yeah. And then and then Anna asked, "What is my greatest strength, and how can I utilize it better?"
It was just wishful thinking on his part.
Jesus.
That was funny. Okay. And then after that, I have a question from G-Way and then Chanley after that. If anybody else was waiting or anything, just let me know because I missed you.
Yeah, if you want a reading, just type it in
Yeah.
chat. Donations take priority. Thanks for being here, everybody.
Yay. Okay, so can you roll dice or something? Okay. I'm trying to find her question so I could put it up here.
It's just a little bit up from the rolling the dice. It's like
Oh, shoot.
it's above John's comment, donation for Anna. So it's like timestamp 11:18. What is my greatest strength?
I don't know how you can see it that way, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, all right. I'm just not gonna be able to put it up there. I don't see it. All right.
That's okay. I'll just here, I'll just copy and paste it and then you'll see it.
You're so smart, Ange.
There.
This is a
What?
Virgo.
Yeah. What is my greatest strength and how can I use it?
Yeah. Your Ange, read for you. Yeah.
All right, Anna.
How's everybody's energy doing? Are we doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
night owl. I'm usually
This
up
is
till like 4
chill.
a.m. So
my kids are asleep. I'm like, what is happening right now? I wish I had a big old bottle of wine.
right? Exactly. I think Jeff was having gin and tonic. Jeff, I'll take one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Jeff is not having a gin and tonic.
I really
We're
don't
going to be good
like
friends for Jeff.
gin. Gin, gin. I really don't like gin. I've tried to like it.
Oh, really? No.
Like even like fancy drink. It's okay. Not like I've ever drank Pine Sol, but I
Yeah.
can
well,
imagine drinking
it's pine and
Sol.
yeah, the juniper in it though, so it's supposed to
Yeah.
make you loopy.
Yeah.
I
And it
does.
can't.
The
Yeah.
juniper berry. It tastes so good though, you guys.
Gin and juice. Even Snoop Dogg knows what's up. Sipping on gin and juice, laid back. Okay. Okay, every time I read for Anna, I get major arcana cards. Like every time. It's like, dang girl, you got big energy, big things going on. Snoop Doggy. Exactly. Yeah, all three of them are. Oh my gosh, that's wow. What is my greatest strength and how can you utilize it better? And the strength card comes out, you're like, okay. Your greatest strength is your strength. All right. Okay. Mandrake and okay. That one.
All of his cards shuffle so good too.
Yeah, they really do.
And they're like still like flexible, you know, but not. It's hard to describe.
And okay.
Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I think I'm ready.
Cool.
Oh, hold up. There's a private chat. Sorry. All right. There we go. Okay. Ah, Anna. Okay. So the cards that I pulled, obviously, I mean, we know a little bit about what's been going on here. This is the six. I was about to say the Six of Cups. Oh my gosh, it's a Six of Wands, but it's in the reverse right now, and so that's a lot of like disappointments, feeling like you're not. I mean, you're basically not getting maybe not getting recognized for some things that you're doing. That can be like disappointing and can dampen your spirit. And then I had like the Two of Swords. This is really interesting, Two of Swords here, because usually the Two of Swords is just like one person like this. Oh, wow. John, thank you. Wow, thank you. God. John's donation. That was very, very kind of you, John. Thank you so much. So it's usually just one person, but like, look, we've got like two, it's like one body here, but the two heads, and it's just like which way to go with something. And I feel like, with that Six of Wands in reverse, it's just like you don't really know at some point. My beat just died. Let's see. Oh, if I can switch out ears here. Can y'all hear me okay for right now? Okay. All right.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. I'm back in. All right. So, but I'm thinking like your strength. And I know that you are, I said you have like a lot of Cancerian energy. You're a Cancer, I believe. But we have like this King of Swords here. You have the ability in you to pull in. The King of Swords knows when to walk away from something. They know when to say enough is enough. And they also know when to not say something as well. They've mastered communication, and also they've mastered mind, balancing their mind and their heart. And sometimes our heart acts a fool, right? But the mind, they can put aside. That's why it can kind of seem cold. They can have a lot of feelings, but it's like, looking at what's for the greater good, because this is in the upright with the King of Swords. And it's coming up with a good, master plan, and also being, truthful and, very logical, and just mastery over that mind space. On the bottom of the deck, I have the Four of Pentacles, just in the reverse here. And I don't really feel like that's as much money, you know, with the Pentacles as it is like letting go of people you don't need to hold on to anymore. That's the way I feel like that, because it's killing your spirit. It's draining you by doing that with that Six of Wands in the reverse. This came off of the shoes broke. Our first pair of from my little girls, like little princess shoes. They've been clonking around in here. It's still got like, they've got like feathers like glued in the back or whatever. But this jeweled like big purple heart. This is the biggest heart that I have in here. I'd say it's like, this is, yeah, the heart of a Cancerian there. In that purple, you know, is very, I think, just very spiritual and calming. I don't know if there's something significant about the year 2021 for you that came out. And this could be a 6 or a 9. I wish they would have underlined these. I've got a Q. Interesting. It's hard to see these. Q, a D, okay, an L. So Q, Q, L, D, and then also a 1. And I just, like, when I picked up 69, Cancer sign. That is, oh my gosh, that's clever. Like, she put, like, that's Cancer sign. And then, yeah, when it is. Oh, that's really clever. 69. That's actually my birthday, 69. We have this sewing machine that came out. So, you know, it's funny. Like, so I'm thinking, like, we had you know, the King of Swords and then that Two of Swords come out. And I'm thinking like needles, the needles through the thread and all that detailed work, you know, that's done and all the focus that's put into that. It's very, you know, precise. And but also I feel like that's something like you need to focus more into completing something here too with the sewing. Mend something. And oh yeah, and we got these like little two little cherries, but they're green. So I don't know how you want to take that with the little cherries. My oh yeah, that wasn't it. So my oracle for you. Be gone. Like poof, be gone. And I was reading into this, and I like kind of how he describes like in his books, like he talks about the art in this one, and I like that. He said, when I created this diabolical painting, it wasn't just about the woman casting out demons. It was also about me trying to banish my own personal darkness. Her defiance is like my own struggle. We both get to the point where we've had enough and then fight to rid ourselves of the demons that torment us, even though we know deep down that they never fully vanish. The devils may retreat for now, but they're always lurking in the shadows, waiting for a moment of weakness to return. And so basically this is, you know, regaining control, restoring, you know, order and stuff like that. And I think you're going to be able to do that by getting into this King of Swords energy. Or, you know, the King of Swords can be like an advisor or something too. I don't know. I mean, in this, I'm not giving you legal advice or anything, but I don't know if there's anything like, you know, go get the right professional, you know, because, you know, of course the King of Swords can be related to, you know, the law of all sorts. It's right up their alley of work here, to make a just decision. So you'll know what that means for you. But yeah, I don't think that it's your strength right now is to fight the cancer inside of you that just like wants to snap everybody's head off. and and just sit in your feels about it, I think you're gonna have to just yeah, get disciplined and get in that energy of the King of Swords, or find somebody that can help you that has that energy. And that's my reading for you, Anna. I hope that helps. And thank you, John, for the donation. And is next. Thank you.
Hey, Anna, and thank you, John, for your donation. So, okay, like I was saying, it seems like every time I read for you, I get all major arcana or close to it. This time I pulled 3 tarot, and they're all major arcana. So, this is definitely a powerful reading for you. So definitely pay attention, take notes, and if you need to, come back and rewatch this reading. Okay, so we start with the Emperor energy. All right, Anna. So Emperor energy. We are focusing on your question of what are your greatest strengths and how can you sort of, step further into them. Well, here's the thing. Emperor energy is a big, big energy, and you have like this natural ability to um, stand strong in your convictions despite what's going on around you, right? You not only provide stability for yourself, but you provide stability for other people, even though you may be going through like a really hard time, right? You also, in terms of your strengths, you have learned how to create boundaries in your life, and Emperor is a very strong boundary card. Now we go into the next one, which is the Sun card. And another one of your strengths is despite all that you have gone through and are going through, you still somehow remain optimistic, you remain positive, and you do have this like warmth about you. You know, you do find the joy in life despite all of the hardships that you are going through or have gone through. And then the third tarot card is a strength card, which is kind of funny, right? We're talking about what are my greatest strengths, so strength. But look at how this person or whatever that thing is staring into like this fish's mouth, right? Like you stare it right in the face, right in the mouth. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm going through this. This is hard. And instead of looking away, I'm going to stare it right in the face. I'm going to stay. And this is about resiliency. And honestly, Anna, like I know you've shared some of your stories in some of our chats. I can't think of a more resilient person than you. You've overcome more things in life probably than I've ever witnessed in most people that I know. And so I would definitely say that one of your strengths is resiliency for sure. You have like this inner strength. You have like this patience and emotional control despite what you've been through. You can handle challenges. You just grab it right by the face and look right into it, right? Yeah, so there's that. Okay, and then we move into some oracle cards. All right, so we have the beggar. Here's the beggar. It's kind of a cool looking guy. So what this card is talking about is, you understand what struggle and hardship means. Like you actually understand what it means. However, you don't shy away from it. Again, just like this card is showing here, you stare it right in the face, and you're not afraid to admit it. There's no shame attached to it. You're like, yeah, of course, I have hardships and I have struggles and I'm working through it the best I can. It's about humility, right? Being humble and things like that. And then we have the mandrake as well. Now we're going to be talking about some magic, girl. So you've got the mandrake, and this is hidden power. All right, so you have the ability to transform difficult times into opportunities. All right, here's a tree as well. So this talks about uprooting, just like you can see this mandrake is being uprooted. Even though you've been uprooted in certain circumstances in your life, you have some really deep and strong roots regardless. You know what I mean? Like, even though you may feel as if like this mandrake, somebody plucked you up, out of your roots. No, you've got some really deep ones that remain there and that will remain there always. You are absolutely resilient for sure. You have like this unseen strength that helps you thrive even in the face of adversity. You really do. And then the last card I have for you here is Salvation, the Salvation card. All right. And that is about bringing renewal and hope to you, right? You you have the ability to like guide others. You see how this, even though you're going through all of this stuff, you'll take like someone who's hurt you or whatever, and you'll be like, come on, I'll help you too. So you have this strength as well about you that guides other people towards healing and resolution and transformation, which is amazing because you can be hurting and suffering, and yet you still have like this resiliency and kindness about you. All right. And the few charms that I have fall out, this was really cool because this fell out on the beggar beggar card, which is, goes hand in hand with, struggle in terms of finances. You already saw the tree charm and that went with the mandrake. And then we have the number 5 that showed up, and that's all about conflict and struggle. Okay. But that's your ability to overcome that despite that. And then we end with the key, because really at the end of the day, that key is your resilience to opening up a whole new life for yourself despite all that you've been through. And I just think that you're a beautiful person, and I really appreciate all of your love and support. And I wish you all the best, Anna.
Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. I didn't think we ended up getting such beautiful reads.
That was really powerful. Like,
yeah, that was gorgeous. And that's so funny, like when you were talking about the emperor, and I was like, oh my gosh, the king of swords, like I was kind of thinking that,
yeah,
to be able to temper those emotions. I just shuffled up my deck. I wish I hadn't just done so I could pull out that 2 of swords again, because it made me think of it's interesting because it made me think of like the chariot card with the black and the white. Something about that juxtaposition made me think about the chariot and the sphinxes on the chariot being black and white. And I thought that was kind of interesting. I've never had a 2 of swords make me think of the chariot card before. So anyways, so we've got who is next here? We've got Jiwei, and then we have Chanley, who's been waiting. Is Jiwei still here?
Jiwei.
I know Chanley is still here. We'll give Jiwei just a few here. And who's doing this one?
I am, and I think Tom is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I pulled for G-Way, so hopefully they're here still.
Okay, cool. So y'all went and pulled. Okay, awesome. Sweet.
Yeah, because it would be Tom and I
here.
reading for G-Way, right? And then you and Jeff would read for Chanley. Or wait, no, the other way around. Wait,
No.
what?
Well, I think Jeff pulled for G-Way because you two just read. So
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Hey. There's no hard fast rules here.
No, whatever. Yeah.
Well, I don't see any. I don't see them posting. So.
You got cards. Oh
no. They were in.
Oh,
I can go for G-Way. I don't mean I can go.
I don't know if they're here anymore.
Oh, I don't either. But
they were in your chat.
It sounds like I completely messed up the teams. No, he didn't, John.
G-Way, no, I don't see G-Way here. Oh no. Okay, well Chanley is here. If
I mean, I can pretty pull. It's fine.
The guys want to read. Oh. Sorry about that. That happened to me the other night too. We had all these cards pulled for somebody, and then they weren't here, and I was like, "Guys, you have to be
that
here."
could be why I got a magic act on him to start with.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, eight of
Yeah.
wands reversed, and then
Yeah.
the magician reversed is his challenge.
Oh.
He's gone.
Well, yeah.
Thank you, Chanley.
Damn it.
Yeah, like it's like if you gotta leave, that's just say something, you know, so I can, yeah, I'm sorry, or we'll know. So I guess, yeah, so Chanley, you're up.
Yes.
All right, give us
Thank
a
you.
few.
So Chanley would like a general on the week ahead.
And Chanley's been trying to stay awake, so thank you so much, Chanley, for being here.
Let's see, that worked out perfectly for me. Yeah, thank you. No, it's late.
So who's
And
reading?
if
Me,
we don't
me and Jeff
have
are
any
reading.
more, if we don't have any
Who's
more
doing this?
questions after this,
Okay.
this might be our last read too. 'Cause the time has went by fast, huh?
Yeah, it's almost 2 hours. So if anybody else out there wants a reading, this is your last chance. Go ahead and type it into the chat. And right now, they'll read it for Chanley.
Last chance.
Last chance. Last call for alcohol. Closing time.
I am mesmerized by this gallery of hallucinations.
It's a
I
great
love it.
deck.
I really love
Wow, I'm gonna like want to use this all the time.
it. It pulls you in. Like, look at the spirals. Like,
Wow, I mean,
Really?
and just like the backs and everything. Oh, so cool.
Definitely
Oh,
one of his better
Look
ones.
what's on the bottom. This is Jeff in the conundrum.
There's Jeff, the conundrum. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, this is magnificent. Can you imagine being able to see the original artworks in person?
Oh, G-Way is back. G-Way is
Oh.
okay.
So what do we want to do?
Well, I already put my cards back for them, so I'm pulling for
Okay,
Chanley
so
now.
then I'll pull for
Okay.
then
Yeah, you and
I'll
Ash
pull
do.
for okay. All right. And then these are our last for the evening. Okay, cool.
Okay, G-Way. What was your question, G-Way?
I think
This
it was
is a
just
general.
General? Okay. Okay. So G-Way, we're gonna read for you next right now. The guys are reading for Chanley.
You missed out. I had a really good reading for you.
Damn it,
I'm
G-Way.
joking.
That's okay. I know you had to jump in the shower. It's all right. It's all good.
Apparently Spirit just wanted the girls to read for G-Way.
The girl's gonna read for G-Way.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to wish all the ladies happy International Women's Day, although technically it might not even be that anymore.
Hey, we got
It
4
might be
minutes
midnight.
left. Yes.
4 minutes left. Okay.
So Chanley,
Hold up.
what I'm getting for you right now is that I'm getting this question of, is something controlling you, or are you controlling it? And if it's a manipulation, you need to ask yourself what you need to do to get out of it. Because I got the family card reversed. I don't know if there's someone in your family that is trying to pull the wool over your eyes or manipulating you right now, but there's something that is coming up for you that involves something pretty quickly that you're going to have to call out pretty fast about someone's manipulation or something that you've known in the past about them. And I'm hearing the word puncture a lot. Someone either broke your heart, or like, I don't know, they found a way to get into something that they shouldn't have. And then you gave, and I don't think, because it came in the past position, you got in return what you wanted, and then, or you didn't get paid back. And then there's this idea that suffering for family is everything. In other words, you hold on to that misery, and then you keep giving and get nothing in return. There's this, with the Four of Pentacles here, there's this combination of like, you shouldn't show this on YouTube probably, because like, but then you put yourself out there And you've got this sort of like Byzantine dude, and then, this more manipulation at the same time that you're trying to hold on to something that you, or get back something that they took from you. I don't know if it's financial or not. And then at the end, I got the Two of Swords. I mean, the Two of Wands. So there's really no plan here. There's something that it's gratuitous that they're doing for manipulation, but in no way does it benefit you. So I'm just trying to figure out if you've known this and you've come to terms with it, or if you haven't come to terms with it, it's there, but you need to slap someone around a little bit to make it clear you're not going to take it. And that's what I got for your weekend.
Okay, thank you, Jeff.
I don't know, like
That was good. I can't help but laugh. Is this the Tom's turn?
Yeah.
The Thomas turn? All right.
So it's interesting because I have some elements that are similar to what Jeff has, but it's weird because I'm getting a couple of weird things here. So the first card I pulled was the Nine of Cups. This is, it's abundance. It's, like there's an emotional contentment. But there's also the question of, like, with this card especially, you have a feeling of maybe a little bit too much. It's an excess of emotions that you have. Still, I'm feeling something very still positive from that. But, and then the next card I pulled was the Two of Coins. Now, obviously, it speaks about balance. It speaks about balance in your personal matters. It's an interesting card, specifically with this deck, in my opinion, because there's this carefreeness about it that you have. There's an understanding and control that is there, and an ease that you have with it. But all behind you is these rough waters, and there's chaos happening behind. But you're keeping like this upfront, like almost a you're wearing a mask to some extent, which will actually come up a little bit later. Now it was funny because while Jeff was talking about manipulation, the third card I pulled was the Devil.
No.
I mean, this is speaking to, I think Jeff said specifically, who's in control. Like, I think the question that Jeff raised was, are you in control, or somebody else in controlling you, or something like that, which is very much what the Devil is. But ultimately, you're in control, regardless of what chains may be around your neck. I mean, it's something it's a choice that's there, that you can make to get out of that. Now, I found this kind of a confusing reading. I still do. I'm not saying I have any idea. I'm just kind of rolling with what the cards are telling me here. So there's a weirdness here, but like it does kind of flow, because the next card that I pulled was, I kind of pulled like a clarifier of the whole thing, which was from the Gallery of Hallucinations. It's the Mingling. Now this is the card that I was talking about, that talks about masks, and social masks. Like, there's situations that you're in that are there's an awkwardness and just something that you need to understand. And like what's interesting to me is like in the guidebook for this, there's a specific quote that comes up a lot for me in my life, in things that I'm reading or watching or interested in. And it's always, and this says it specifically, curiosity over fear. And there's like, it's speaking to, doing what you want because you're curious and not being afraid to do it. So you're wearing this mask. It's also interesting that the cigarettes popped back up. That came up before. Which a good play for addiction. I'm not sure what's going on, and it was interesting. I actually went to go pull from the Zammer twins, which I did pull a card for, and I'll show that. But I accidentally pulled from my other deck that I actually haven't read with at all tonight. The Abandoned Oracle. I've never read with this deck. And what was interesting to me, and this, I don't know, this tied in, even though I pulled it and I didn't quite understand where it's coming from. So I'm trying to piece this all together, and I don't know what's going on with you, with your life. I know Jeff was talking a lot about the family and stuff like that. The card that I pulled was the Revenge card. And what made me really stand out about this card was that chaos that I talked about that was happening behind the Two of Coins. Look at right there. There's an octopus right there with its tentacles sticking out. And what's here on the Revenge card? So it's whatever you're not showing, or whatever you're trying to ignore is pulling you in.
Yep.
I don't know what that is. Ultimately, I think that's something you need to be aware of. Now, the last card that I pulled was just kind of like, I'm like, oh shit, well, I meant to pull from this deck, so let me just pull a card to see what is there. Let's tie this whole thing together. And I'm not going to say
addiction.
Yeah, I'm not going to say like it's pulling it together really, but it gives you that hope at the end. It was the Monkfish, which, if you notice that a lot of these cards, we're talking, we're showing water. You got the cups. It's filled with emotion. 2 coins is, the seas boiling behind you. The devil, like, obviously is fire, so that's something different. But then even in the mingling card, I mean, that's like a mer person, like clearly sitting there. There's water behind them, so there's these emotions that you're carrying through this whole reading. The devil is boiling that away. And then the Revenge card here has this octopus, which comes from water. So it's just, there's a lot of emotion going on here, that there's something that needs to be understood. But ultimately, this Monkfish is rising above it in an enlightened sense, an enlightened state. There's in the guidebook, this speaks about like wakefulness and protection and renewal. So, I mean, I think it really, like, it's night and day what is happening here. And I think ultimately there is a good thing at the end of this. That's what I have. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm not sure if it did.
Something about 3, 6, and 9 too, and I don't know if because you've got Mercury in Cancer, which is the 3 of Cups, which often can be a suicide pact or reversed, or it can be Ascension reversed. It feels like it's retro energy, like maybe from 6 years ago, because you got this card. This card to me kind of looks like in the Lenormand, the ship that or in the Kipper, the ship that is going to some far off land. And then it was like drinking again, where it seemed to me like someone likes to drink or that's around you. And then the Hermit reverse, which can be about embarrassment, or it can be about like doing the work to come out of something, to do the groundwork. I feel like there's something around you that might be more external than internal. And there may be something there with addiction that you've overcome, and you might be seeing it play out with someone else or something like that. And it might not even be like a drug. It could be work. It could be something that you're, bedeviled by. Just it has that he got from that too. So,
yeah, I mean, I had that balance of the two of Pentacles, which I mean, that could speak to work. It could speak to a material. That's something in your life, in your material life. It could be money, could be anything. So like that. But that's interesting. It was an interesting reading. I hope it would somehow made sense for you.
Wow,
But
that
it
was
was a
really
fun
powerful.
path to go down.
That was deep. I loved like when you pulled out that one card with the thing behind, and the tentacles or whatever. Instead, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, the revenge.
That was pretty powerful.
Yeah, and this was a complete accident. I really did not intend to pull from this deck. So,
hey, it was meant to be.
Exactly.
For whatever, Okay, so we are, Chinley, I hope you got something out of that, and we wish you all the best of luck and everything. And thank you for being here and letting us read for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so G-Way, our last but not least.
Yes.
So, I went ahead and pulled cards to. I imagine you probably were too, Ange.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure he's here, but I mean, I've already got the cards pulled. Just say hey again to us, if you can, G-Way. So yeah, all right, G-Way. So first off, like I pull up my first card or whatever, I was like the energy. I'm like, oh goodness, we've got the Magician here. this Magician, I think it's funny. It's like usually like the Magician's tools, like he's holding. Did you seriously?
Yep.
No way, Ange.
Yep.
You did too? No way. That's freaky. And yeah, I shuffled mine for reversals too, and it came out upright. And so that's even, yeah, that's wild. So this Magician, like, I don't know, like just cracks me up that like his finger is just like, dipping in the cup or whatever. I mean,
I had that card for you too, G-Way.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Yeah.
No
remember?
way.
Yeah, he said the Eight of Wands, the Magician, and the
Magician reversed. I got for G-Way. I thought it was because you just fled, and then you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like
Oh my God, that's
manipulation or something.
right.
Exactly.
So that's Mercury.
Yep.
They can be either Virgo or a Gemini. Yeah. So we do have that Mercury retrograde coming up here. But yeah, I got this energy came out upright, but I did have some other interesting cards that came out. So this was just the first one. I was like, oh, okay, all right, cool, Magician. He's got all the tools. As above, so below. I've got, one arm, one hand. I can hold it all, do it all. That's this Magician. I mean, and this Magician, he's already holding all the tools. It's just taking, that energy and actually putting it out, into the world and acting on that. And then it got interesting. So there's a kind of like a challenging obstacle type energy. I had the Three of Cups, but it's in reverse. So, upright, happy party, reversed. Not so
Suicide
much.
pact.
And then the advice. Okay, I got the Four of Wands reversed. Okay. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm going to explain this. All right. I'm like, let me just take a peek on the bottom here. And I had the Six of Cups, and that's, that's a nostalgia card. And it could be, people that we have very, soft, sweet feelings, memories, all of that for me, family, lovers, friends, whatever. And then I looked in below that, and then I saw like the Lovers reversed, and then the High Priestess. So, in the Lovers, in reverse, that's like, they're not getting along or whatever. Something's not matching up there. And then the High Priestess, something quiet there. Something quiet underneath the surface. And I want to know a little bit more about that advice. And I had the Three of Swords reversed. So I feel like obviously there was some type of pain, disagreement, something. I don't know you personally. I won't even begin to, guess what this is here. But might have some differences with other people right now of some sort, and not getting along with them. Whether that's one person, a group of people, I don't know. I'm just, that's what I see in the cards. And that's funny because the Three of Cups too, I think is Mercury in Cancer. I think it's Mercury in Cancer.
Mercury in Cancer, yeah.
Yeah. And then we're coming up on the Mercury retrograde too.
And the first time he got the Mercury and Sag card with me, that's reversed, the Eight of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some
and then I got the Four of Wands. And that's when I was like, oh, Venus and
Aries.
Yeah, Venus and Aries, the Four of Wands in reverse. So there's definitely something with your emotions here or whatever. And I don't know if there's something like that you're wanting to, strike back up again, make a conversation about something, where you're thinking with this energy here. But I mean, I'm kind of getting the feeling though that's not to go back to something, which all these retrograde energies right now is something that and it's notorious. People show back up, people pop back up. We can kind of look back and feel things again, or look back, and I mean, it's all about reevaluating things that have happened. And resolving those things so that we can move forward more clearly. So whatever that is, I mean, I'm definitely getting the vibe that it's not to go backwards, not to go back. Okay. Yeah. So I had the chain, my Lego chain came out. And I'm just gonna I had a bunch of I had an N that was in a heart, the letter N, and then another N, and then Nancy. Oh my goodness. There was two chains. This is a little shorter chain, and then there was a longer chain. And then I had a cross come out, Jesus on the cross, a crucifix. Either a 6 or a 9. 369. I think that's like a theme tonight, y'all. The Tesla manifestation numbers 369. 2, an H, and a 7. Sorry, I put a lot of these like little beads in here. So in the J. Sometimes these are just can be like people's like initials or, you know, like, oh, that's my birthday number or whatever. So I was just kind of reading this off. And then I've got this like torch, a flame, fire, some fire element energy there. And a little like DNA guy. So many charms came out. I apologize. And a flashlight. Trying to figure out, find, you know, see something clearer. Definitely see something. The sun came out. And this is, I feel like this kind of like this magician energy here is like opening up the bottle, you know, like the cat's in there. Trying to, you know, make something happen. Oh my God, I forgot. There's so many charms. Oh my God. The tiger. The tiger came out. And a dime. 2022. I'm trying to see like what words. If there's like, because I always forget, like, I can't read this. I don't know Latin. I don't know what that is. But liberty. In God we trust, and the crucifix came out. That's interesting. But liberty, you know, is imprinted in all of them. Liberty from something. Your oracle is reflections. And 33 is the number on that too. Which, yeah. So reflections. I love this card. I think it's so cool. All right. So reflections. As I began working on this piece, I realized I was unraveling a part of myself I had long avoided. The dark figure entering the water reflects my search to decode the cryptic messages that stir deep within my subconscious. Every ripple in the water, every swirl of the sky represents chaos and clarity that come with confronting the unknown parts of myself, always shifting, always changing. This painting became a dialogue between the surface of my thoughts and the powerful forces beneath. It's a visual map of my pursuit to uncover meaning in the mystery, to find light in the shadows of my own mind. That's interesting that flashlight came out. So, you know, this is about exploring emotional depths, looking at unresolved emotions, looking at uncomfortable truths, which sometimes, you know, like the sun, that sun charm came out, like it's like, yeah, the sun can be happy, but it shows everything at the same time. Gaining, this could be about gaining clarity and intuition, evaluating your identity. And then also, this is interesting. You could be having some lucid, like dreaming, revisiting memories, which, you know, that nostalgia card came out. Past life reflections, and that dreams could manifest into realities. But also there's a dark side of this though too. You could be not seeing something, repressing something, you know, something isn't maybe totally clear here. So you're going to have to use some discernment to tap into that. I would say right now, I don't know if this is something you ever tried, but like write down your dreams. I feel like you're going to be having, you know, some dreams, and just like maybe just jot it down so you remember, and think about like some of the things that are happening, you know, in the dream. And you can like even like Google things too. There's all kinds of like dream threads out there, so that's super easy. Because you could be just like overanalyzing something, or in a stagnant thing. This is just something for you to know, but it is a time to go in and reflect on who's maybe holding you back or whatever, who doesn't, you don't have fun around, or is messing up that whole fun bit with that, and is unsettling, you know like it's not a party, right? Like the Four of Wands to me and upright is a celebration card too. Get two celebration cards in reverse. So yeah. um but yeah, just go in and evaluate who, and actually that's really what Venus retrograde is about too, is evaluating those relationships and everything. So it's a good time to go in and reflect. And yeah, that was a long reading, but yeah. I hope you got something out of that, G-Way. I hope some of that resonates for you. And thank you for being here. And I'm going to hand you over to Ange.
All right. So, G-Way, hello, and I hope that you refresh your page and you can hear what we're saying now. I know that sometimes YouTube's weird and you're watching a live and it lags and you have to like keep refreshing so that way you're current with the chat. So don't worry, you're not the only one that happens to. Okay, so I have 3 major arcana cards that came out. I don't know what is going on with the energy tonight, but obviously there's some major events going on in people's lives, and so you're one of them. All right. Wheel of Fortune is the first card that we have. So this is all about change. It's all about cycles, right? It's something major is shifting in your life, okay? Then we also have the Magician. Now, this card has come out 3 times for you tonight, because earlier when you were taking a shower, Jeff was pulling cards for you and this one came out. And then it came out in Karen's reading and now it's coming out again. So this is an important piece to really pay attention to. Okay, this is actually about taking action. This is about manifestation and skill, but really about taking action. You have the power to like shape the events and make things happen in your life. Okay. So just remember that, because that's a really important piece of the reading. And then the third card I have for you is Judgment, the Judgment card. This is about a big, like major life decision. This is about a wake-up call, clarity. Yeah, this is about some kind of like a transformation moving forward, some major clarity in your life. So those 3 cards together, okay? And then I'll explain how it all wraps up in just a moment. But then we have the Redemption card. Now, redemption and judgment, they go hand in hand. They pretty much mean the same thing, or, are very, very similar in nature. All right. So this redemption card is like seeking forgiveness and healing and like a second chance. And judgment can mean exactly that as well, about that wake-up call and that clarity, okay? The next card that we have is the Disguise. And you can see that, just as a disguise would suggest, this is about, it can be about deception, about hidden truths, about not seeing something completely clearly, or for someone for who they really are. And then the last card I have for you is the Staircase. I love this card. This is about, moving up and moving forward, like a path that's points to growth and progression as well. And I have some charms for you too, but I'm gonna just wrap this up with these cards first. So basically, what all of these cards are saying is that you're going through something really major right now. There's some decisions you have to make, some inspired action that you have to take with the Magician card. And again, remember that Magician card, because again, it's come up 3 times for you, is that you have the ability to take control, right, of your life and what's going on right now. But Disguise, that Disguise card that I held up for you before, this one here, But disguise warns you that not everything is always as it seems. So just be careful about that as you proceed here. Either you or someone around you may not be what do I want to say? May not be like revealing the truth or revealing your true selves in this situation. However, the staircase at the very end here, so it's this is about progress, and it's about you being mindful and taking the correct steps to to go to the next step to overcome whatever this is. So yeah, so embrace the change, trust your abilities like the magician card is telling you to, and seek the truth. Be careful for that disguise one before you make any moves, before you take any steps on this path. Make sure you really seek the truth before moving on. Some of the charms that came out with it, we have this little board here, and this is what you use at the eye doctors. This is about seeing things clearly, and really what that did is it landed with the where did it go, the disguise card, right? This is about seeing things clearly, taking the mask off or taking the mask off someone else. So you ever watch the Scooby-Doo cartoon? You know how they, at the end of the cartoon, they like pull the mask off somebody at the end? That's what this kind of reminds me of, right? Is like, make sure you're seeing things clearly and you're really seeing people for who they really are. And then this is kind of cool because I had the ship and the passport, right, fall out together with this, and it landed right in the water, the ship and the passport. So I mean, clearly it could mean travel, but I really didn't pick that up. I picked up just like something that you're moving on from, like a passport from one place to another, like you're just like as the bridge suggests, you're making progress, you're moving on, you're moving ahead. And then the last term I have for you is shit happened. Because there's something major that has transformed, shifted in your life. It should happen, but you know what, you're moving on from it, like you're good, right? But yeah, just be careful for that possible deception. And yeah, just trust in your abilities. You got this. So that's what I got for you, G-Way.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think, Ange, like, it's got to be something in that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's got to be something in that. So
Yeah.
yeah, take this time to like think about who you're close with or whatever, because there's somebody who's not, I don't feel like is on your side or
Yeah, so
whatever.
just be careful with that. So G-Way, does that make sense? Or is there any insight that you could give us? I mean, you don't have to talk about
Yeah.
anything personal in the chat, but just
Yeah.
did it resonate with you? Like, do you understand the messages that were coming through for you? Because it was pretty specific.
Yeah, and I'm looking at like some of the like I was just looking down and like you said like you had something like the Six of Swords or something that made me think of the Six of Swords, like moving on, like travel or whatever. And I was looking down, I was like, oh, it landed down as a six. And then I had that flashlight too. When you were saying like, yeah, clarity. I thought that was cool. But and I forgot too, I had so many charts that came out for you. I forgot to like a little koala bear.
Oh.
Holding a Christmas gift. This is like a Christmas charm. So that's why I thought I should mention it. Christmas, there could be something significant about Christmas around that time. So, well, I thought that this was pretty awesome. I don't know about y'all. I'm changing my layout real fast. Which one is like all of us on it?
The one with the two boxes in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I really love reading with his decks.
Yes.
And wow, this gallery of hallucinations is amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Amazing. Yes. Wow, great readings. They were pretty deep. I feel like there's the energy right now of not making us, but it encourages us
Yep.
to go in more and
Yeah.
clear out some things. It's a time to clear out, and also a time with that, the eclipses and stuff, that some things could be surprising too. So, just stay grounded, hydrated.
Yes.
Yeah, good rest, and like I try not to approach my days like thinking about all the crap that I dread to do, or because like you could kind of like if you're like on your way to work and you're like, oh gosh, I'm so gonna dread this. You're already like putting the energy out there. This is gonna be bad, right? Like, why like sit there and torture yourself in your mind like the whole drive to work, and like you're basically speaking your bad day into existence at that point. I feel like. Yeah.
It was the bottom of the deck. I had to show it.
Oh, that's awesome. Punishment. Don't punish yourself any more than you need to. Yeah, that's why I wore my devil horns tonight. My husband was like, "What? Why are you wearing devil horns?" And I told him, he was like, yeah, "Okay, Karen, all right." Well, thank y'all so very much, and please just make sure to subscribe to all of my wonderful Deviant readers, my Deviants.
Yes.
Yes, and I have a feeling that we're gonna definitely want to do this again.
Yeah, it was
feel
fun.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was a great, yeah, it was good. It was good energy. So
It's a
thank
good
y'all
reason
so
to pull out
much.
the Valenza decks.
Yeah, it's cool to see
Yeah,
them used in this way, that only the Valenza decks and how the
yeah,
energy sort of
purist.
transfers.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Oh,
it is even going to different readings too, not just staying with the same reading. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'd like to see the cards pop up again, like I noticed was it Betrayal came up, or what is the one? Oh gosh, I'm forgetting now. But anyway, one that came up, an early read for me came up for Tom, and I was like, oh, that card's back out again. I mean,
Yeah.
all these cards to choose from and all these decks, and it would come out again. So there's messages in that too,
Definitely.
I forgot, like on G-Ways or whatever. I think I forgot, like, did I? I think I forgot to pull one for Anna too. I don't know. I did these things that I forgot to pull them.
Oh,
But I just dropped one in my candle and almost set it on fire.
oh
Got
no,
wax on it. And this one says a frisbee is not a boomerang. A frisbee is not a boomerang. So yeah, everything, something that you think is gonna come back is not gonna come back.
I loved your waffle comment. Waffles are pancakes with abs. Like what? Yes. I will never look at a waffle the same. Yes.
Yeah, I spent like bits of time, like we've had a little while now. I've been building up quite the Pinterest board. And then I thought this is funny too. 'Cause I like with oh my gosh, I'm just like oh, but
Karen,
sorry.
pull one of those for me. Pull one of those funny things for me.
Okay, sure.
Please.
I will. How about I pull one for each of my deviants? Yeah.
Yes.
My
We want a
deviant.
deviant message.
Yes. Anyway, this is the one that I pulled. Don't give up in your dream. Keep on sleeping. And I think that's so funny because I was talking about pay attention to your dreams or whatever. So I don't know. There's something your subconscious is trying to tell you in your dreams. So keep on sleeping. Not really, but yeah. Okay, so all right, let's pull one for Miss Ange. This one. Okay. All right. Oh, I was hoping I'd get a better one than that, but it's like when nothing goes right, go left. We're gonna get another one. We can do better.
I mean, that works too. Yes. Uh-oh.
If you press the go pedal and the brake at the same time, it doesn't take a screenshot. So obviously, when nothing goes right, it goes left. But pressing the pedal and the brake hasn't been working, so
It's all about driving a car, apparently.
how does it go? Yeah, you've got to go a different direction here. Okay. All right. For Jeff. Oh, one was already one to like it's cradling in my hand here. All right.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Leaves of 3, let it be. Cute little rhyme for identifying and avoiding poison ivy, Jeff.
What?
I mean, you're gonna be outside. Watch out.
369.
Look Leaves
out.
of 3. 3 is like a serious number right now, huh? All right, Tom.
Oh boy.
Okay. Whatever you do, always give 100% unless you're donating blood. So I think that this came from I think Bill Murray said that once in the stand-up. I don't know.
Those are words to live by.
Yeah, unless you're donating blood. So yeah. So yeah, give 100%, but hold on to your life force. Stay away from vampires. And then we'll pull one more. These are fun. Collective.
Blood charm, look. Donating blood.
What charm do you not have, Ange? Oh my gosh. What was the blood type on that?
AB.
AB.
AB, okay. All right, collective. Be like a duck. Paddling and working your ass off underwater, but showing a calm face on the surface.
Hey, that's accurate. That's accurate.
So, yeah.
Oh.
These are fun. I've got about like 4 more pages I hadn't cut out, so like this can keep evolving, and we'll get new ones.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So
yeah,
Jeff
if
has
you
to
have
be aware.
any random things like this that you want to share with me, I'll add to my bowl.
That's so
You can
cool.
leave
Now
us
I find some
comments.
deviant comments. I'll send it your way.
Yeah, and that goes for anybody in the chat too. If you want to leave a deviant comment quote or whatever to go in the bowl,
Yes.
yeah, please leave it
That's
in the video
great.
comments. So
I'm
just made
directionally
that up.
challenged. So my comments about driving, I have to pay attention to that. Jeff's got to be careful not to touch the poison. Don't drink the poison, even though the poison's everywhere right now. Don't drink it. And Tom, we don't want you to die, so please don't donate all the blood.
I'll try not to.
Karen, you got to pull one for yourself.
Oh God, Lord. All right, okay.
That one. Pull that one.
Right there. Uh-oh. Your laugh is contagious.
Okay. Just remember, books aren't just used as projectiles. You can read them too. I might be angry.
No throwing shit.
goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Don't hurt the books, Karen. Don't hurt the books. Oh my goodness. Ah, that was funny. Well, thank you all so much, everybody, for being here. And yeah, and thank you, Jeff and Tom. Thank you for coming on late and doing this with me. And yeah, let's definitely do this again. This was fun.
Awesome.
So, well, y'all just make sure to like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things, and yeah, tell us how much you love it, so we'll come back.
Or if you hated it.
Yeah. Hey, it's all interaction.
We're still going to come back.
It all counts.
We'll come
All
back,
right.
especially if you hate it. Bye.
Yeah. All right. So, bye. We're going to end the stream now. Thank y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.